My name is Surinder. I'm the National Director for Equality and Human Rights at the Department of Health. And I'd like to wish all people gathered here today a happy Baisakhi.
I'm Harbhajan, Brar, Director of Human Resources at the Department of Health, and I really wanted to use this opportunity to wish everybody a happy Baisakhi.
I know that Baisakhi has two different distinct celebrations. One is a religious celebration, and in Leicester, for example, where I live, all the Sikh temples will be getting together on the day of Baisakhi, and there'll be a huge march right through the city in celebration of the five Panj Pyaras, as they're known, because of the significance to the Sikh religion on that day. But also it's the time of harvest in Punjab, and people are celebrating a good harvest at that time. So I'll be celebrating along with my colleagues in Leicester on that day.
Baisakhi for Sikhs is one of the most important festivals within our religion. It symbolises the birth of the Sikh religion. Baisakhi for us is, in our family, is a very religious day. So we take time out, we'll go to the Gurdwara as a family, we always have a family meal together. And then within Southall, where I live, there's always a Baisakhi procession, and we will always make a conscious effort to go. It brings the whole community together, and it also celebrates the religion in the wider community. So the local Hindu temple and other religious organisations also get involved and help the Sikh community to celebrate what is an important festival.
Well, currently we have a Christian group that's been set up. We have an Islamic group. Now we've got the Haz group. It's an interfaith, it's a Sikh and Hindu group that's come into being. And I think it's important that faith groups are there within the department, because you don't park your faith outside the door when you come to work. So it's part and parcel of a person's being. And I think it's important for people to understand and raise awareness of different faiths within the workplace, but also how faith helps us do our job better within the department, because faith brings values which are inherent to ourselves individually, but also collectively. We're here to enable people to work better together at work and actually raise the issues that are important to them and come together, because I think it also promotes a sense of well-being amongst people, because they feel they can express themselves better at work and who they are and their identity.
I'd like to congratulate colleagues who've set up the Hindu and Sikh group. It is one of a number of faith groups we have within the department. It sits under the umbrella of FAB, which is a faith and belief group, and it's a part of our ongoing commitment to deliver the equalities agenda.
My earliest memory of Baisakhi is in Kenya. I was born in Nairobi, and local communities lived very close to each other. So we used to go to the Gurdwara regularly and so on. I didn't understand the religious significance, but I actually went along to all the langars and with my friends and people who lived in the area.
Growing up in Southall, Baisakhi was a very, very important event. It brought the community together. It was a celebration, and it was part of the identity of being a Sikh, growing up in an environment which was predominantly white at that time. It allowed us to maintain our identity, our history, our language, and so it was a very, very cohesive event in Southall in terms of actually just bringing different people together and just celebrating and recognising the positive aspects of Sikhism. I hope colleagues have used today's event to actually broaden their understanding, that they've had an opportunity to visit the stands, have recognised the contribution that faith actually can bring to the development of health in terms of both providing services to different communities. I just really wanted to use this opportunity to sort of really say this is a celebration, and it's an opportunity for us to be able to get to understand each other's faith and belief in a little bit more depth, and I'd hope it then would help in terms of how we develop policy within the Department of Health.
in closing, what I'd like to really say is that it's a very positive development that we are getting faith groups being set up. I think it's very important that Baisakhi and other significant events in the religious calendar are celebrated. And Diwali comes along in October, November time. So there are many cultural events, social events and religious events that are celebrated. And they all promote better understanding and also, celebration of one's identity and who we are and where we've come from.